Pete Thomas from Season 2 of NBC's The Biggest Loser. Of course, this is the couple season. We're giving you guys an update on what happened this week. So again, now if you watch the previews of this week's show, you got kind of a look at what potentially could happen. They really gave a lot away in the preview this week. And so we know that there may be some tear-jerking going on at the end because of who gets eliminated. But anyway, right into the show. Again, this is the couple season. What we see right off the bat is we see the partners at home. We see some of them working out, some of them relaxing. Is that a clue to who's been working hard and who hasn't? We'll see. We'll see how things work out. And then right after that, we go into a food challenge. Now, at the food challenge, Blaine is dismissed because he gets the opportunity to go home and spend time with his wife, his lovely wife, who's having their child. And so that's a great little release for him. But will it hurt his team in the long run at the challenge and at the weigh-in? We'll have to see. There at the food challenge, we've got a celebrity chef who comes on board, and there it is a counting challenge where you actually have to guess the number of calories. I've participated in this. What makes this difficult is obviously the contestants on the show never counted calories in the real world, and these right now is what they're being asked to do. They're asked to count real world food. The calories in real world food. So, you have no idea about this stuff. So guesses are all over the place. Through a process of elimination, Dan wins. And what does he win? He gets a 2-pound bonus at the weigh-in, and he also gets the opportunity to send a celebrity chef home to his partner, David, who needs the help. David, by his own admission, has no idea how to cook, and so we've seen him in previous episodes going out to eat at fast food restaurants and eating fried food. So now we have a chance for the celebrity chef to show him how to cook at home. Shows him that there are some tricks that he can do. I know personally for weight maintenance, the real key to keeping the weight off is food that's quick and tastes good. And so if you're going to learn how to cook at home, the celebrity chef shows him exactly what you have to do to keep the weight off. You have to learn how to cook at home. And so it's a great little segment there. Then back on the ranch, what Bob does is he takes his team through a plyo box workout where each of the contestants gets an opportunity to jump up on plyo boxes. They've been there for about 4 weeks, and so we get to see them jump up on plyo boxes, do something they never thought they can do. So it's great to see people who, again, were weighing above 300 pounds to do these different things. And so it's a great team thing for Bob to do it. And the contestants just feel that much better about themselves. I'll talk more about how they feel about themselves in a minute. And then we go to a challenge. Now, it is Super Bowl week on NBC's The Biggest Loser. And who do they have as a guest? Kurt Warner. Amazing. I mean, really, no, this is really amazing. You see, the show was taped months ago, maybe even before the season starts. So I say whatever writer came up with the idea to invite Kurt Warner on the show, he should get a bonus because it's just unbelievable how things worked out. I wonder if NFL players will vie to get on the show next season. Maybe they'll think that's good karma for their team. Anyway, what we have is a particular challenge where contestants have to fill up these bins with footballs. Whoever gets their bin filled up is actually eliminated. So I've been on a similar type challenge, and what the contestants always do is go for that particular contestant who's the strongest. So that's what we see. The stronger contestants get knocked out one after the other, and it comes down to Helen and Joelle, and Helen wins. What does she win? Absolutely that precious gift of immunity, which means that for sure her daughter Sharon is getting back on the show. It's just important, to get that immunity, and they keep throwing that out there each and every week to make sure that the contestants push themselves during the challenge. So now we've got to get to the weigh-in, but before the weigh-in is the last chance workout. So we don't see any drama during the last chance workout like we've seen in prior times, but Jillian is there doing her magic on Dan. She's already pushed him at above 400 pounds to run 7 miles an hour. He's done amazing things, but now she's got to convince him that he can run for 5 minutes straight. You see, on The Biggest Loser, people think that what happens is magic, and they think the magic is what happens to the waistline. But really, it's more important what happens in the mind. She pushes Dan, and sure enough, he runs for 5 minutes straight. Let's hope that he can take that, capitalize on it, and continue to see himself as slimmer, as able to do things he had never done before. That's what makes the ranch special, what happens in the mind. Now, at the weigh-in, we've got a super sweet surprise where all the old contestants come back, and we can see people that look much smaller than they did before. But will they stay there? This is a dramatic twist. The contestants come back, but they may only be there for one night. You see, the contestants that are on the ranch, they've got to weigh in, they've got to do well to keep their contestants, their partners there on the ranch. And so, of course, we have a concern about Michigan. And we see right off the bat, pink team is safe. Silver team comes through, they're safe. the brown team drops below the yellow line. But they get saved because Dan and his teammate David get voted off. David actually admits to not really wanting to be there. Contestants, whenever they smell someone who's not completely committed to the process of changing their lives, you know for sure that they're going to be voted off. Now here's a little bit of inside information. Typically at the weigh-in, the person who's on the edge, meaning literally in the room that's on the edge that has a clear door out or a clear walkway out, they're probably up for elimination. And so you just look for those things in the future. But sure enough, Dan and David go home, and we see that Dan's dropped over 100 pounds and David's dropped over 40, so they continue to do the work. And we'll look and see as well that Dan goes back to Duke University, finds out he doesn't have to take his diabetes medication. It's amazing. Transformations are happening on the inside as well as the outside. So we want you to tune in next week. Will the Michigan teams continue to do well? Will they continue to do well? We'll just have to let you know next week. Now, here's another thing. Open casting calls. They're going to be announced real soon. I've got some insider information. Open casting calls are going to be announced. We're going to have another Michigan casting call. I can't tell you any more about that, but you should look for NBC.com. Look on the website and look next Monday. Look for next Monday for the opening casting calls, announcements, the locations, and all the casting directors. They already know where they're flying to. They're just settling on the venues. So again, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out the Going Gonzo blog. Check out mlive.com. Check out winningman.com. We'll see you next week.